Did you know that in 2024, over 400,000 people left the UK? A record-breaking number that's left experts stunned. That's the size of a major city packing up and disappearing in just 1 year. But here's the real question. What's driving so many people to give up everything and leave? Is it the crippling cost of living, the soaring energy bills, or maybe the endless political chaos? The UK, once considered a land of opportunity, seems to be losing its charm, and fast. Families, professionals, and even young graduates are fleeing for a chance at something better abroad. But what exactly are they running from? And more importantly, what are they running to? Could it be the promise of higher salaries, better healthcare, or simply a life where they're not constantly stressed about making ends meet? The reasons behind this mass exodus are shocking, and some might even leave you questioning your own future in the UK. Would you stay in a country where you feel stuck? Or would you chase a better life somewhere else? In this video, we'll uncover 10 surprising reasons why people are leaving the UK in droves. Some of these might make you angry, others might make you think, but one thing's for sure, you'll want to stay till the end because the final reason might just blow your mind. So buckle up. This isn't just about numbers. It's about the harsh realities of living in a country that's forcing its own people to say goodbye. Number 1, economic struggles. The UK is facing one of its worst economic crises in decades, and everyday people are paying the price. With inflation hitting record highs, the cost of living has become unbearable for many. Essentials like groceries, rent, and energy bills are eating up more and more of household budgets, leaving families struggling to make ends meet. A shocking study from late 2023 revealed that nearly 60% of UK residents now feel financially insecure, an alarming statistic for a developed nation. But it's not just individuals who are suffering. Businesses are feeling the pinch too. With increasing operational costs and higher wages demanded by workers to match inflation, many small and medium enterprises are shutting their doors. And with fewer jobs and opportunities, people are looking overseas for better economic stability. Take housing, for example. In major cities like London and Manchester, housing prices are so high that owning a home has become a distant dream for most. The average house price in London is over £500,000, far out of reach for first-time buyers. Meanwhile, countries like Portugal and Spain offer more affordable housing and a lower cost of living, making them attractive options for those seeking financial relief. For many, it's not just about surviving, but about thriving. And with the UK's economic situation showing no immediate signs of improvement, it's no wonder people are looking for greener pastures. The allure of a more stable and affordable life abroad is proving too strong to resist, and it's one of the biggest reasons for the current exodus. Would you stay in a country where financial stability feels like an impossible dream? That's the question thousands of Britons are asking themselves every day. Number 2, high taxes. The UK has earned a reputation for its crippling tax burden, and it's driving people to look for relief elsewhere. With taxes on income, property, fuel, and even goods, the average Briton feels squeezed from every angle. The personal income tax rate can go as high as 45% for higher earners, while value-added tax, VAT, adds 20% to nearly every purchase. For many, it feels like they're working harder and keeping less of their earnings. And it doesn't end there. Businesses are also bearing the brunt of hefty corporate taxes. Since Brexit, many firms have struggled with increased costs due to trade barriers, and high taxation has only made it harder to stay afloat. Countries like Ireland and Switzerland, which offer significantly lower corporate tax rates, are luring both businesses and professionals seeking financial relief. What's most frustrating for many UK taxpayers is the perception that they're not getting value for their money. Despite paying these high taxes, public services such as healthcare, transportation, and education are increasingly under strain. Where does all that money go? Is a question often asked, but rarely answered satisfactorily. By comparison, expats in countries like Dubai pay zero income tax, while nations such as Portugal offer special tax breaks for foreign residents. The appeal of keeping more of what you earn is undeniable, especially when combined with other lifestyle benefits these countries offer. Ultimately, people are making the decision to leave because they're tired of feeling punished for their hard work. High taxes with little return is a recipe for discontent, and for thousands of Britons, the solution is simple. Relocate to a country where they can finally enjoy the rewards of their labour. Number 3, healthcare challenges. The National Health Service, NHS, once a source of pride for the UK, is now a major reason people are leaving the country. For decades, the NHS has provided free healthcare to millions, but in recent years, it has become a symbol of long waits, staff shortages, and declining quality. Imagine this: you wake up with a serious health concern and call to book an appointment. You're told the next available slot is weeks, if not months, away. This isn't just an inconvenience, it's a crisis. A 2023 report revealed that over 7 million people in the UK were waiting for routine treatments. For life-threatening conditions, this delay can mean the difference between life and death. It's not just patients who are frustrated. NHS staff, including doctors and nurses, are leaving in droves due to burnout, low wages, and a lack of resources. This creates a vicious cycle. Fewer staff means longer waits and poorer care, which leads to even more dissatisfaction. Meanwhile, countries like Germany, France, and Australia offer faster, more efficient healthcare systems. Private healthcare abroad is also more affordable in many cases, making it a no-brainer for those seeking better treatment options. For many Britons, it's heartbreaking to leave a country they love, but when their health is at stake, the decision becomes clear. Would you stay in a system that risks your well-being or seek care elsewhere? The NHS, once a national treasure, is now one of the driving forces behind the UK's emigration crisis. Number 4, political instability. The UK's political landscape has been anything but stable in recent years, and the chaos is driving people away. From the fallout of Brexit to endless leadership changes, it feels like the country is in a constant state of uncertainty. And for many, this instability isn't just frustrating, it's life-changing. Brexit, once hailed as a way to reclaim control, has created numerous problems. Trade barriers with the EU have hit businesses hard, leading to higher costs and fewer opportunities. Jobs that relied on European partnerships have vanished, and the benefits promised by Brexit remain largely unrealised. The political turmoil doesn't end there. Since 2016, the UK has seen multiple prime ministers come and go, each bringing their own policies and controversies. For citizens, this revolving door of leadership creates a sense of insecurity. Who's really in charge? And more importantly, can they fix the country's problems? Compare this with countries like Canada or New Zealand, known for their stable political climates. It's no wonder Britons are looking abroad for a sense of certainty and security. Political stability plays a huge role in people's quality of life, and many feel the UK simply doesn't offer that anymore. For families and professionals alike, the stakes are too high to wait for things to improve. They're choosing countries where they can plan for the future without worrying about sudden political upheavals. Would you risk your future on a country that can't seem to get its act together? That's the question so many are asking and answering with a plane ticket out of the UK. Number 5, work-life balance. In the UK, work often feels like an endless grind. Long hours, stressful environments, and little time for rest are leaving people burned out and unfulfilled. In fact, a recent survey revealed that Britons work some of the longest hours in Europe, but they're not necessarily more productive. So, where's the balance? Unlike countries that prioritise quality of life, the UK has a culture of overwork. Many employees feel pressured to stay late, answer emails after hours, and sacrifice their personal time to meet expectations. Over time, This takes a toll on mental health, relationships, and overall happiness. Other countries, however, are leading the way in offering a better balance. In Sweden, for example, the average work week is shorter, and flexible working arrangements are common. In the Netherlands, part-time work is widely accepted, allowing people to focus on family or personal pursuits. These aren't just perks, they're standards. Even within the UK, remote work during the pandemic showed how life could be different. Many enjoyed more time at home and less commuting stress, but now, as offices push for a full return, people feel trapped again. For professionals, the choice is becoming clear. Why stay in a country that demands so much but gives so little in return? By moving abroad, they can reclaim their time, reduce stress, and focus on what really matters. Would you keep sacrificing your life for work, or choose a place where life takes priority? For many Britons, the decision to leave is about more than a paycheck. It's about living a life that's truly worth living. We put a lot of time and effort into bringing you content that informs and inspires. So if you found this video valuable, please hit that subscribe button. It's just one click, but it means the world to us. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. What would make you stay or leave the UK? We'd love to hear your perspective. Number 6, lack of opportunities. For many Britons, the UK no longer feels like the land of opportunity it once was. Stagnant career growth, limited prospects, and shrinking industries are forcing people to look abroad for a brighter future. One of the biggest challenges is the lack of diversity in thriving industries. Outside of tech hubs like London, many parts of the UK rely heavily on traditional sectors such as manufacturing and retail, which have faced massive declines in recent years. The pandemic accelerated these changes, leaving towns and smaller cities struggling to recover. For young professionals, the reality is bleak. A 2023 report showed that over 40% of graduates believe they'll need to move abroad to find meaningful work in their fields. It's not just about career choices, it's also about wages. Even as the cost of living continues to rise, salary growth in the UK has remained stagnant. In many cases, the pay simply doesn't match the effort, and this is particularly disheartening for skilled workers who know they can earn significantly more in countries like the United States, Canada, or Australia. Take the tech industry, for example. While the UK has a growing sector, the pay and benefits often pale in comparison to Silicon Valley or Berlin. Similarly, healthcare workers are flocking to places like New Zealand, where they're paid fairly and treated with respect. The frustration extends beyond salaries. Many employees feel trapped by a system that offers little room for innovation or advancement. By contrast, other countries actively recruit talent, offering enticing packages and fast-tracked residency programs. For those seeking professional growth, the choice is clear. Why stay in a country where you feel stuck, when the world offers so much more? This lack of opportunity is driving skilled workers, students, and even entire families to leave the UK in search of a better, more fulfilling life abroad. Would you stay if your potential felt wasted? That's the dilemma facing so many Britons today. Number 7. Climate concerns. The UK's changing climate and environmental issues are becoming major factors pushing people to leave the country. While climate change is a global challenge, many Britons feel that the UK is increasingly becoming an uncomfortable place to live due to extreme weather, pollution, and lack of green spaces, especially in urban areas. Over the past few years, the UK has experienced record-breaking heat waves, heavy flooding, and unpredictable storms. Summer temperatures are becoming unbearable, with 2023 seeing highs above 40 degrees Celsius, leaving homes and public spaces ill-equipped to handle the heat. Winters, on the other hand, are marked by severe storms that cause power outages and damage to property. For many, these extremes disrupt daily life, making the UK less appealing as a place to settle. Urban areas present their own challenges. Cities like London, Manchester, and Birmingham are plagued by air pollution, which has been linked to serious health issues like asthma and heart disease. A lack of green spaces and overdevelopment has left many residents feeling trapped in a concrete jungle, with few places to relax or reconnect with nature. Meanwhile, other countries are making strides in offering more sustainable and environmentally friendly lifestyles. Scandinavia, for instance, is renowned for its clean air, abundant green spaces, and commitment to renewable energy. Countries like New Zealand and Canada boast breathtaking natural landscapes and a strong focus on environmental preservation, offering a quality of life that's hard to ignore. For many Britons, the choice to leave isn't just about finding better weather, it's about escaping a system that feels unprepared for the growing challenges of climate change. Why stay in a place where the environment adds to your stress when other countries seem to have it figured out? The UK's climate struggles are more than just an inconvenience. They're becoming a reason to pack up and leave for good. Number 8. Education system issues. Education is one of the most important investments a family can make. But for many Britons, the UK's education system is falling short of expectations. From overcrowded classrooms to limited opportunities for advanced learning, parents are increasingly worried about their children's futures, and many are choosing to leave the country in search of better options. One of the biggest challenges facing the UK education system is the underfunding of schools. Teachers are overworked and underpaid, leading to a shortage of qualified staff. As a result, class sizes have ballooned, making it harder for children to receive the individual attention they need. In some areas, resources are so stretched that basic supplies like textbooks and learning materials are in short supply. The pressure on students is another concern. Standardized testing dominates the education system, leaving little room for creativity or holistic development. Parents worry that their children are being trained to pass exams rather than gain real-world skills. In contrast, countries like Finland and Canada offer progressive education systems that emphasize critical thinking, problem-solving, and student well-being over test scores. Higher education also poses a problem. University tuition fees in the UK are among the highest in the world, saddling students with massive debt before they even enter the workforce. For families, the idea of relocating to countries with affordable or even free higher education, such as Germany or the Netherlands, is incredibly appealing. The frustration isn't just about cost or quality. It's about opportunity. Parents want their children to have the best start in life, and if the UK can't provide that, they're willing to look elsewhere. Would you gamble your child's future on an overstretched system, or move to a country where education truly matters? For many, the answer is clear, making education issues another powerful reason for the UK's rising emigration trend. Number 9. Social divides and inequality. The UK has long been seen as a nation of opportunity, but in recent years, the growing social divides and inequality have shattered that image for many. From widening wealth gaps to deepening cultural tensions, the fabric of society feels increasingly fractured, pushing people to seek a better life elsewhere. One of the starkest divides is economic inequality. While the wealthy continue to thrive, many middle and lower-income households are struggling to keep up with the rising cost of living. A 2023 report revealed that the top 10% of earners in the UK hold nearly 50% of the country's wealth, while millions rely on food banks to survive. This level of disparity makes it hard for people to envision a brighter future for themselves or their families. Social mobility is another pressing issue. For many, the opportunities to climb the ladder of success feel increasingly out of reach. Educational inequities, regional disparities, and the concentration of jobs in London and the South East leave large parts of the country behind. In contrast, countries like Canada and the Nordic nations are celebrated for fostering equality and providing accessible opportunities for all. Cultural tensions also play a role. The political climate in the UK, has heightened divisions among communities, with issues like immigration, Brexit, and identity politics fueling discord. For some, the prospect of raising children in an environment marked by division and hostility is too much to bear. Meanwhile, other nations are seen as more inclusive and equitable. Countries like New Zealand, with its emphasis on community and diversity, or Germany, which offers robust social welfare systems, are drawing Britons who crave a sense of unity and fairness. Ultimately, the growing divides in the UK are leaving many to question their place in society. Why stay in a country that feels increasingly divided when others offer hope and harmony? This question is driving thousands to seek a fresh start abroad. Number 10. Better opportunities abroad. For many Britons, the decision to leave the UK isn't just about escaping challenges, it's about seizing better opportunities abroad. Countries around the world are offering not just jobs, but a chance to build a life that feels fulfilling, rewarding, and free from the constraints many experience in the UK. One of the biggest draws is higher salaries and improved working conditions. In the tech industry, for example, professionals can earn significantly more in cities like Berlin, Toronto, or Silicon Valley, while enjoying perks like flexible schedules and better benefits. Similarly, healthcare workers, teachers, and tradespeople are finding that their skills are in high demand overseas, often with better pay and greater respect for their professions. Education is another factor. Many families relocate to countries where higher education is either free or far more affordable. Germany, for instance, has become a hotspot for students seeking world-class universities without the crippling debt that comes with UK tuition fees. But it's not just about financial gain, it's also about lifestyle. Countries like Australia and Canada offer a quality of life that's hard to match. Cleaner environments, shorter commutes, and family-friendly policies make these destinations incredibly appealing. Even retirees are joining the exodus, lured by the promise of better healthcare and lower living costs in places like Portugal or Spain. Governments in these countries are actively encouraging migration. Many offer fast-tracked visa programs, tax incentives, and relocation packages to attract skilled workers and investors. For Britons frustrated by bureaucracy and limited prospects at home, the choice becomes clear. Why stay in a place where opportunities feel out of reach, when the world is waiting with open arms? This sense of possibility is driving thousands to pack their bags and take a leap toward a brighter, more rewarding future abroad. Leaving one's home country is never an easy decision. For many Britons, the UK has been the place where they've built their lives, made memories, and shared a sense of belonging. But as challenges like economic struggles, social divides, and limited opportunities grow, it's becoming harder to ignore the pull of a better life abroad. It's important to remember that these issues are not the fault of the people. They're systemic problems that have developed over time. Families aren't leaving because they want to abandon their roots. They're leaving because they feel they have no other choice. A better future for themselves and their children often requires making tough sacrifices, and for many, that means saying goodbye to the UK. However, this trend should also serve as a wake-up call for change. A country's strength lies in its ability to provide for its people, to give them hope, security, and opportunity. If the UK can address these pressing issues, there's a chance to reverse this exodus. After all, most people don't want to leave. They want to feel proud of staying. Until then, the question remains, what will it take to turn the tide and make the UK a place people choose to stay? The rising number of Britons leaving the UK is a clear signal that significant change is needed. While the challenges are daunting, solutions do exist, and implementing them could transform the UK into a place where people not only stay, but thrive. First, tackle the cost of living crisis. The government must take steps to make essentials like housing and energy more affordable. Policies that encourage the construction of affordable homes, cap energy prices, and support struggling families could provide immediate relief. Second, reform the tax system. Reducing income and corporate taxes while ensuring fairness would make life easier for individuals and businesses alike. Incentives for innovation and entrepreneurship could also revitalize stagnant industries and create more jobs. Third, invest in healthcare and education. Adequate funding for the NHS and schools is critical to improving the quality of services. Hiring and retaining skilled professionals, reducing waiting times, and providing better facilities can restore faith in these essential systems. Fourth, promote work-life balance and mental health. Encouraging flexible working arrangements and ensuring fair wages can help reduce burnout and improve overall well-being. Countries like Sweden and the Netherlands have shown that prioritizing quality of life can lead to happier, more productive citizens. Finally, the UK must foster unity and inclusivity. Bridging social divides and addressing inequality through community programs and equitable policies can rebuild trust in society. These changes won't happen overnight, but with bold action and collective effort, the UK can reclaim its status as a place of opportunity and pride. By addressing these challenges head-on, the country can not only retain its people but inspire those who've left to return. It's time to make staying in the UK a choice, not a compromise. Thank you for watching. We've poured countless hours into creating content that informs and sparks conversation. So if you found this video insightful, please support us by hitting that subscribe button. It's just one click, but it means the world to us. Share your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about the reasons people are leaving the UK?